Hello, and welcome back to Cajun Curiosities. In this video, I'm going to show how I repair a pool cue owned by a client of mine who is extremely passionate about his pool playing. It seems he broke this cue in half after an emotional reaction to a shot he took. As you can see here, it broke just between the uni-lock metal joint and the black phenolic cosmetic ring connected to the butt of this beautiful cue, leaving the metal uni-lock still attached to the shaft that screws to it. He was very lucky the tenon broke clean, leaving the joint ring and surface of the handle intact and undamaged. This is a very expensive pool cue owned by a very skilled pool player, so I sent these pictures to the manufacturer, who politely informed me that they would not even consider this type of repair. Fortunately for him, I was able to repair and restore this heirloom back to its full potential, avoiding the loss of such a prized possession. So sit back and relax as I document the steps involved in this repair. First, I'll resurface the phenolic ring and tenon. This will help accept the uni-lock nice and flush. Now I'm drilling a hole here for a new dowel / tenon that will go in to join the two pieces together. Here I made a test block to confirm the size of the dowel. And now I'm going to go ahead and make this dowel / tenon to join the uni-lock and handle together. Here I'm measuring the stud for the cavity I'll have to drill to accept it. Here I'm shaping the protruding tenon that will accept the uni-lock. And now I'm drilling the cavity for the uni-lock stud. I like to do this in steps to make sure that I don't break the sidewalls of the tenon. So I'll use a smaller bit here, and then I'll switch to a larger bit. Good enough. Now the uni-lock fits, and I need to figure out how deep the dowel will be that goes inside the handle. And there I'm marking that out. Now just to cut the meat off, the dowel will be a tad bit smaller than the tenon that protrudes out to hold the uni-lock. You'll see that progress here in the next few scenes. So it's basically done. Just some fine touches here, and then to cut grooves for the glue to hold. Now the test piece to ensure the dowel fits in the hole I drilled into the handle. And it does. Here I'm just putting a few grooves in the dowel. It helps the glue hold. And here I'm fitting the dowel into the handle. Seems to fit fine. And to cut a cavity for the larger part of the tenon. As I've done before, I start with a smaller drill bit. I think I'll end up chamfering this, yeah, and then drilling a larger hole. And this should be the size of the tenon. So here we are fitting the piece finally. Very snug, looks real good. So we get the two-part epoxy out. Mix that up really good. And cover this dowel with plenty of epoxy. Let it squeeze all out and fill all the gaps, and then just remove all the excess. Doesn't that look like it'll fit? We'll try it, and then we'll let the glue set overnight. Good job. Alright, the glue's dry, it's set, and I just want to surface the black cosmetic phenolic ring to make sure that when I do attach the metal joint, it'll sit flush and flat. We'll go ahead and mix some glue here, two-part epoxy. I don't know if you can tell, but it's hard for the glue to come out because it's cool outside or in the shop, and it's a little bit thick. We'll mix it up real good here. I like that silky looking white color. Yeah, it's about done. So we're gonna go ahead and fill this uni-lock joint and just get it all in there and fill it to the brim. When we push it on to the protruding part of the dowel, or the tenon here, we're gonna just turn and spin and push it in. All the glue will feed its way in and around. It'll squeeze out, and then of course it's gonna spring back because of the pressure inside. So I've got a trick for that. And here you can see my trick. All it is a block that I put between the Q joint and the tailstock. And then I just turn the tailstock in and it just gets tighter and tighter. It'll hold it there against the handle, and I can sit and let it dry overnight. So in the morning it'll be dry, and all I need to do is go ahead and do a little sanding. So here we are the next morning. Everything's tight. Now for a little finish sanding. Make sure there's no glue left. Everything's flush. And everything's really nice and smooth. I go from 100 to 220, 320 to 600, and then 1,000. And that smoothly, it looks pretty good. But I also have this machine polish made by 3M that I use just to polish everything up. You can see me applying it here, and it protects everything that I've done, all the newly restored pieces. So that's basically the job. Now just take the steady rest off and polish up the stick a little bit, and I'll be done. Well, how's that? I'd love to hear your opinions, so go ahead and leave a comment below. And remember, if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and hit like and share. And you can subscribe to my channel if you'd like to see more videos like this. I really enjoyed putting this video on for you guys. And I just wanted to thank you for watching. Y'all have a good one. Goodbye.